we made it. I wonder what we'll find in here besides Immaculates.
Psst.
Why
Over
don't you
here.
be my
Come
canary
over
and
here
go find
quickly,
out?
but be as quiet as a mouse. What are you waiting for? Come here, but for the love of... I can't believe it. I never thought I'd see another human face uncorrupted by immaculate madness. I hid when I heard your voice, but you don't look like the lunatics here that slave the dead. Will I escape this infernal pit after all? Will I escape the dreaded Hell Lords? I'm Mikas, a craftsman from Hunter's Edge, a village some miles to the east of here. Orcs raided our town and sold us to the goblins as slaves. Little did we know that they were to pass us on to the remorseless necromancers here in the mines. Yeah, you heard me right. Necromancers. My family, my friends, they were all turned into undead slaves by those most deviant of sorcerers and forced to unearth Tenebrium. I managed to escape in the darkness of the tunnels and was just about to head for the daylight when I heard you approach. Because of the Tenebrium, of course. That stuff will give you rot right quickly, and after that, rot will kill you right slowly. But if you're naught but a skeleton with a pickaxe, what then? Rot can't touch you, can it? So that's what they do, the vile maniacs. They procure people, slaughter them, and wrench their souls back from the shores of death to mine the days away. I don't even know why they do it. Tenebrium, it blights all that it touches. Good for nothing is what it is. The worst. I can't imagine a crueler death. They say some genius up in Silverglen first hired the goblins to clear away Tenebrium when his miners started to fall ill. Them nasty critters are immune to its contagion, they said. What nonsense. The goblins aren't immune at all. They just wanted to take possession of the mine. Their chief, a sickening brute called Sadakandras, simply forced everyone out. Those who put up a struggle were speared and sacrificed to goblin totems. Then, away from prying eyes, the Immaculates moved in, and the undead horror began. Those fools of goblins don't even realise they're no more than cogs in the Immaculate machine. Why, I've even seen a number of them held as prisoners just a corridor away. Soon there'll be no more than skeletal slaves. You make it sound like a carnival dropped by. Carnage, more like. Mayhem and death. That's what the orcs spread. To think we thought ourselves lucky they didn't eat us all on the spot, but rounded us up to be sold into slavery. We escaped certain death only to face certain deathlessness. Talk about your rock and a hard place. By the seven, I don't know. Never have I seen anything like them. They're creatures dressed in knight's armour that's black as coal. The very ground trembles when they approach, and their eyes shine with demon mania. To even think about them is to struggle with almost irrepressible panic. What about them? I'm afraid I've been navigating these mine shafts rather like a fish out of water. All I can do is advise you to leave and don't look back. But if you're determined to push on, be warned that a handful of Immaculates is the least of your worries. The necromancers weave powerful magic, and as I fled, I nearly ran into one of the Hell Lords. Had it seen me, had I met its eyes, I know I'd have gone mad. I looked away and ran as fast as I could. Only darkness awaits you here, the dark and the dead. Indeed, bunch of loons. I haven't the foggiest what their plans are, but it has nothing to do with mining for silver, and that's a goddamn certainty. Them and their goddess-lording ways seem to have taken hold in Silverglen. But I bet the people there have no idea what the boys high up, or should I say down low in the mines, are really plotting. Curse their ignorance and curse their gullibility. Immaculates, the real ones I mean, the ones in power, they are setting something in motion that I hope to be far, far away from when that something finally rears its head. As will I. It's just that I'm torn. Should I hang low right here just a little bit longer, or should I make a run for it? What do you think?
I say run. Why sit and wait for death?
I concur. Run while you can.
Yeah, you're right. Better make a dash for it while I've still got a chance. So long then, friend, and wish me luck.
Look at these skeletons just chipping away at the rock perpetually.
With that same 1,000-yard stare you get when trying to do arithmetic.
Release us, you filth! Curses of the spirits strike you down, vile human scum! Sadakandras will hear of filthy, immaculate betrayal. He will put you all up on a pole and let it slide slowly into your bowels until your screams of agony will rid the forest of all that lives. So terrified will be even the worm that crawls and the bird that flies. That does not matter, little louse. All humans will suffer the wrath of the totems for the shame that has befallen us. I am Dreksis, favored of totems. Were that I had my spear, this mine would be a blood-spattered waste if I were free. Not even the tremor demons could stop me. He is the chief of our tribe's seat, the greatest of goblins alive. For the promise that hides in bloodstone does he follow the human female they call Conduit. She has his respect. All others have but his contempt. The slavers may their bones splinter inside their living flesh. They lured us in here. They said they had found an ancient totem, but that was a lie! They need more slaves to unearth Tenebrium. So soon they shall give us to the necromancers. Let them come. I shall claw their eyeballs from their skulls for their trespass and shove them down their throats. Lawrence? Leave it to that coward to send another to do his dirty work. I thank you for telling me, human. To Lawrence I shall go after I escape from this cell and show him the tricks I can do with a knife. If my nose does not betray me, and it never does, they have been forged in blood. The power of the bloodstone runs through them, the blood of 1,000 spirits. They course through the stones they hold, through the living rock. Blood, blood, blood! In blood the spirits roam free! Totems, this is a disgrace. We'll skin you all alive, we will. Release us, you filth! Curses of the spirits strike you down! Filthy
mercy on your soul.
Once more.
Eternal silence awaits you.
I'm dripping. A stitch in time, eh, friends? On the mend. Renewal for Withelon.
Fortune!
Goodness gracious me! You made quicker work of those goblins than I make of my mother's famous cherry pie. Can't say I quite fancy the ingredients you've strewn all over the place, though. Not very appetizing in the least. He's cowering in a corner, hoping the human slavers will put the goblins to work before they get so bored they cut his ears off for sport. Goblins, hissing ninny hammers, the lot of them. Serves me right for being such a great big heap of butterfingers, though. I was helping a lady create those blood devils out there, you see, but I dropped one of her bloodstones right into a particularly spiky bit of Tenebrium. Crack goes the stone and crack goes my silly old skull. Next thing I know, I wake up among one-eyed freaks smacking their lips and hissing obscenities as they glare at me. Gave me more goosebumps than a flock of geese in winter. Gladly I'll correct you, for I am not responsible. I'm merely, how should I put it, co-responsible. If a slave can really be held accountable for his mistress's doings, that is. That's right. I am here, wholly against my will, dragged all the way from Heiberheim to serve the lady in red. Not my fault that I really enjoy the work I'm forced to do. Completely averse to my own wishes, is it? Merely a happy coincidence, that. Useful? Let me think. 1. Don't go near them.
because they'll kill you in the blink of an eye. 2, don't let them see you, because there's that blink again. 3, don't even think you can defeat them, because, well, you get my drift. Luckily, their tread is so heavy, it conveniently gives them away. So just wait for the shakes to subside and you're free to sneak past. Easy peasy. The one who dresses in vanilla, who'd you think? What? You really don't know her? I thought she was as famous among humans as Zigzags is amongst imps. They call her... Oh, what was it? The Channel or something? Or Canal? No, the Conduit. That's it. Lovely girl if you're into blood devils and the like. She has a whole smithy altar ritual thingy a bit further down the mine. Wish I was there, creating lovely old blood devils. Imps don't thrive in cells, you know. They go mad. Jolly Rogers on a sling, are you serious? Yes, I would love to go. To meet the great Zigzags. What an honor! End of time, you say? How exotic! See you there, oh saviour of imps! I'll go ahead and prepare a nice pot of tea for the lot of us once I arrive.
Undead are completely unresponsive. I smell foul magic.
I reckon you're right. This is necromancy to be sure.
Lads, escaped slaves from the look of them. Been scrounging weapons from our fallen comrades, have you rotters? Well, you can have them for all I care. Just beat it before you leave the night-nights to us. This here is our hiding spot. You're an immaculate like us, are ya? My mistake, Governor. Didn't mean no harm by it. We're all Sleep tight. Don't let the night-night bite. Have you been living with your head in the sand or summit? What a mine, of course. Been bringing in prisoners from over yonder east in droves. First we cage them, then we strip them, then we cut them. And then we ship them to the necroboys. Cage and strip, cut and ship. So jolly in this here mine. Been running out of humans lately though, so we've been luring in some of them goblins. Gullible as a drunk that's been promised booze, that lot. Oi! We found a totem! Have a look! And bam! We got ourselves another hisser! What can I say, Governor? Nothing much, really. All of a sudden, like, the ground started trembling, and there they were, coming at us out of the dark. Those of us that didn't die of fright, or filled their pants where they stood, went and did a runner, didn't they? We've been barricading ourselves in here for days on end, hoping the rotten bastards will pack up and leave before we're done in by hunger and thirst. So far, no luck, though. Long as we feel the tremors, we know them still out there. Oh, I'll pray the conduit comes back, and quickly too.
Feeling hot under the collar.
Sleep tight. Don't let the night bite.
Let's see you evade this. Grass beneath trembles with my power. Your grave opens to welcome you!
I freeze where you stand. Grease my boot soles! You need to strive harder against me! Your grave opens to welcome you!
I'd prefer to drown my sorrows with hay.
It has found us! But no, you are not the armored death. You we can slice, dice, and feed to the idol of oblivion. danger appeals to the Goddess Brothers. Sheathe your weapons. We have found ourselves an ally. Together we stand against the armored death! It is an altar of sorts, laced with powerful magic that allows us to control the undead that roam these tunnels. They are all slaves brought in from the hamlet of Hunter's Edge. First, we ritually slaughter them, then bind them to the idol made with their own bows. You may approach the idol with reverence, but be careful not to touch it. Our control of these skeletal miners has been tentative ever since the armored death has been on the loose. Its sorceries vastly outstrip our own. I don't know how long we've been hiding here in the dark, clinging to the refuge of our idol like freezing wastelanders round a flame. When first we heard the fiend approach, we thought the mine was collapsing, but no. We looked into the burning eyes of death. Many fell so that we could flee, and hide, and pray. Where it came from, we do not know. There might even be more than one, judging by the tremors. Goddess, protect us when they find us. May the conduit save us yet.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
That takes care of the idol.
This sacrilege.
Perhaps the undead will be a bit more responsive now.
Maybe they can tell us something useful about this place.
Another innocent has fallen.
A terrible tragedy. We should watch our weapons more closely in the future.
Indeed. The people here have been through enough without their protectors turning on them too. I need to dry off.
What's happening?
My senses are returning.
My senses are returning.
What's happening?
We leave.
You broke the necromancer's spells. I am free. How I am, alive in nightmare. Must mine, Tenebrium no more. They are sorcerers. What blood and Tenebrium bring death to all.
The spell is broken.
Do not go where she goes. The conduit, the one before whom every immaculate bows in reverence. If you want to go where we don't go, where she goes, then whisper the word she whispers. Sadakandris. Sadakandris is the key. Goodbye, oh savior. You will go yonder, and we shall go to the Hall of Echoes. Fare thee well.
My senses are returning. What's happening?
That skeleton believed its soul would live on in the Hall of Echoes.
And so it likely will. How terrible to have but one short chance at life.
Indeed. Perhaps we'll meet these souls again when we move on to the Hall of Echoes ourselves. Feeling hot under the collar?
Potent heat. Baking like a cake. Hopefully Brandon's little box works as advertised.
Indeed. Death by toxic rocks. Hardly before. befits a source hunter.
Careful now, that's a trap. Hold! Our enemies have laid a trap. Careful now, that's a trap.
You there! You look neither like an immaculate nor a death knight. And that means you're an intruder. Or by rights, I should kill you where you stand. Well, I suppose I shouldn't snigger at the chance of salvation. You're welcome to walk among us unharmed.
Careful, I've spotted a trap.
This place will be the death of us all, but the goddess will save my soul. Very perceptive of you. We aren't miners, no. We are master craftsmen. We take raw tenebrium, and with it forge breastplates, gauntlets, helmets, and more. Nigh indestructible pieces of jet black armor. These we deliver unto the speaker of the goddess, the conduit herself, who in turn imbues our work with souls born in blood. You should see it. The bloodstone shines and writhes. The cold metal rises, suddenly hot as the fires of hell, and a death knight has come to life. Glorious. They are the goddess's ultimate champions, the true realizations of the powers that course through bloodstone. It is within the conduit's grasp to heal, yes, but it is within her grasp to do so much more. An army such as no force on this earth can stop will march under the banner of Immaculates. That's, a bit of an embarrassing tale, really. You see, the conduit travelled to the fabled realm of Hyberheim. Why, I know not, and we were left to our own devices. She is the one to perform the ritual that breeds Death Knights, and we thought we could do the same. Alas, something went wrong, and our creations turned against us. To think our brothers and sisters Immaculates here in the mine, the slavers and the necromancers, aren't even in the know about what we craftsmen do. They must have been caught unawares. Goddess have mercy on them. Simple. The inner mine is inaccessible unless you know the password to open the gate. We know it, and the undead slaves know it, but no one else does. Before you ask, no, I won't share the password with you. I fear the conduit's wrath even more than I do Death Knights. And don't bother speaking to the undead either. The necromancers have them well under control, body and spirit. You clearly underestimate the capabilities of the conduit. Her magic makes us strong, wholly impervious to little trifles like rot. Who knows what other spells and incantations she harbours down in the depths beyond, where no one is allowed but her. Well, nothing I'm likely to share with you. Only the goddesses devoted are worthy to handle her blessed ore. No wonder the unenlightened miners fell so quickly, and no wonder the conduit saved them so easily with the goddess's boon. This place will be the death of us all, but the goddess will save my soul.
doesn't seem to work here.
Time to get your feet wet.
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
Careful. Right, you get ripped!
Strange. Something here seems to be interfering with our teleporter pyramids and waypoint rune. If we go much further, we may not be able to escape again.
We can take on whatever comes our way. Onward!
Damn those magical relics. An iron will is enough to face whatever may come.
Target.
Turn up the heat!
sound.
Careful, I've spotted a trap. Hold! Our enemies have laid a trap.
like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
Must lead to the inner ruins.
Then I'll bet you it's locked tighter than a dwarven ale purse. Sodden all the way to my boot soles. What is this place? This isn't a mine. It's an ancient structure.
They must have accidentally discovered these ruins while mining for silver.
The world is not immaculate as yet, friend. Be wary.
Not a business for you anyway. Swelling on, swelling on.
Hello again, Your Grace. Oh, what? Death's Knights of all things? Keep your filthy goblin's head. What do you survive for such garbage now that the mine is infested by Armageddon? Let the thing fall to pieces. Let those demon spawn remain trapped forevermore in Rivellon's bowels.
Share a moment together.
Hey there, tall and strong. Up for a little roll in...
Oh no, pal of mine. So you found the Tenebrium? A grand feeling to have bested the King of Trolls, isn't it? Huh? Hand the blighted stuff over and you'll be privy to every damnable secret this place has been hoarding.
Oh, I'm aching to share a moment together.
Time to give Brandon the Tenebrium and learn the secrets of Silverglen.
That's right. I'm very interested to learn what Brandon has to share.
Sakes alive! I knew I could count on you. Now it's my turn to make good. I'll be happy to share with you the not-so-little secret of these mines.
Tell me, sweetie, do you have someone...
Oh no, pal of mine.
Darling, I just know I could take you on a walk.
For starters, Source Hunter, you already know that this is a volatile material. What you might not know is that there are ways to handle it that can diminish or even prevent its negative effects. All it takes is a little know-how. Here, I'll show you. And if you're ever looking for a full cure, I'd recommend visiting the Immaculate Chapel. Nod your way through their little sermons and they'll give you access to a special mineral that can heal even the worst cases of rot. Now that there's a handy bit of information. But the real secret is yet to come, my friend. Lardance, the bloke from the mining guild, ordered dozens of men to extract Tenebrium from these here mines, knowing full well that doing so was as good as sending them to their deaths. Beasts of burden, he called the miners, and said that the guild'd turn a profit quicker if the men mined the stuff lickety-split, before the rot ran its full course. I've got a letter here from the mining guild to Mr. Lardance himself, proving everything I've claimed. You can have the damn thing. I've sat on this secret long enough. There, it's yours. Well, I'm off with little more to me name than a small fortune here in me pocket. Farewell to you, Source Hunter. And good riddance, Silverglen.
Here, sweet cheeks. Oh, I'm aching to share
Come
a
hither,
moment
sweetheart. Oh, if I had a star for every time you brighten my day, I'd have a galaxy in my hand.
It is not easy to understand this, Lawrence. He had food, clothes, and gold enough. How could he have let others die so that he could gain more? In Home Forest, we kill to eat or to protect ourselves. What reason could Lawrence have to take more than he could use, and to let his fellows die for it too?
Sweetie, do you have someone, or are you always this hot? Do you believe in the gods, baby? Because you're the answer to all my prayers.
Want to have a good time?
Cut it away like brush for a fire. Use it to fuel the pyres of those he as good as killed.
My day, I'd have a galaxy in my hand.
Over here, sweet cheeks. Oh, I'm aching to share a moment together.
Come hither, sweetheart. Oh, if I had a star for every time you brighten my day, I'd have a galaxy in
Over
my
here,
hand.
sweet cheeks. Oh, I'm aching to share a moment together.
Tell me, sweetie, you have someone...
Good as a new
Always this hot.
bless the stone I am restored.
Said.
Thank the gods we've learned to handle this ore properly.
What, you don't fancy dying a slow, toxic death?
chased here by one of those monstrosities, it seems. They must have met a swift end. It doesn't seem to work here. Spirits of the air, conceal me! Now this is valuable.
massive gate bars the way quite decisively. The heavy door doesn't give way to any pressure applied. A rune in the center appears to be its only obvious feature. The rune grows warmer. It reacts to the sound of your voice. As you speak, Sadakandras, the door's inner workings begin clicking into place. Lo and behold, with the screeching sound of 1,000 goblins hissing, the door opens.
Dark arms. Tenebrium. This must treasure!
This must be the heart of the Immaculate's operation.
Now this is valuable.
Dressman, so let...
Source Hunter. I had so hoped to avoid meeting you here. But perhaps we were bound to face one another. Your kind have long interfered with mine, after all. But you're not alone, are you? No. Who else have we lurking about the place? I'd like to have a word with you all at once. You must think me quite the villain, mustn't you? The things you've seen. Without the proper context, I can imagine it's all quite shocking. Horrific, even. And I suppose you must have pictured me some bloodthirsty madwoman intent on... what, I wonder? Power? Gold? Chaos for its own wild sake? The truth is rather less simple than the imagination would conceive. Why? The same reason anyone would care to create a soldier so powerful that none could defeat it. A war is coming, Source Hunter. The final war. My preparations are already bearing fruit, and soon enough the first strike will fall. The end will come swiftly, painlessly, like an executioner's blade upon the neck. Only those who squirm will feel it. Those first knights were mere prototypes. Powerful, yes, but not imbued with half the power of mine. They've been cast in such terrible terms. Death Knight, Dread Lord, Blood Devil. In fact, as I bring them to life, I see only angels of mercy. My knights are growing in number and strength, forged of Tenebrium, born of blood stone. They will march Rivellon toward her ultimate fate. You know as well as I the enlightening capacity of these stones, Source Hunter. I've heard tell that you've been zapping the life from precious starstones, and that you are bolstered by the power within them. Your experiences are unique in all of Rivellon's history, but you are hardly the only player in this story. As Starstone enlightens you, its child, Bloodstone, enlightens something of my own creation. Death! I've nearly forgotten the meaning of the word, what it means to most. But I am no monster, Source Hunter. Like you, I have seen the living snatched so senselessly from this world, and I have mourned. But I have also discovered that weeping was senseless. Like infants, we squall, clinging to a day that is not ours to keep. Now that I know the truth, I am free. What you see as slaughter is in fact a dispassionate process. I take no more pleasure in this so-called destruction than a wave takes in the flood. What I do must be. I wish you could understand. Source was once omnipresent in Rivellon, and through it we were capable of healing even the gravest illness or disease. That's right, Source Hunter. Health and vitality were once unlimited in this blighted land of ours. But as long as there was Source, man's very existence was not his own. No, the goddess of Source held tremendous sway over us, and we clung to her like grown children behind our mother's skirts. Dear Mother whispered soothing lullabies in our ears, praying we'd never remember our mortality. When Source became, as your kind claims, corrupted, man's spirit was set free. No, without Source on which to lean, we had to choose ourselves. Will I live, or will I die? Will my brother live, or will I? The Source that healed us was a bandage upon the great growing wound present upon each of us. In its new form, Source is a magnifying glass. We no longer deny the wound. No, we examine it. Barbarism. Quite a chauvinistic term to apply to something one hardly comprehends, isn't it? But I will concede, I have posed as a priest in service of a truth greater than any goddess. The power I intend to bring to bear upon Rivellon is no more divine than your boot. We are free agent source hunter, all of us, and we owe no higher power our blood or our flesh. The goddess is simply a rallying cry, an icon around which those who crave change can gather. Still, you misunderstand me, Source Hunter. I crave no cries of terror, only peaceful silence. My army is nearly ready. Since you've come so far, perhaps you'd like to see the culmination of my Immaculate's efforts. Maybe then you'll understand the fruitlessness of this war you're waging upon the inevitable. Let this temple become your grave. A prettier casket I can't give you.
Death Knights! Without a way to make them vulnerable, we stand no chance against these monstrosities.
We can't fight them, but perhaps we can outrun them.
You'll go, and fast you'll fly. Where you'll land, a hurried choice is never wisest. Consider library you...
Where are we?
From the looks of it, we're still in the underground temple.
And we're not out of the woods yet.
I wish it was the woods.
Soaking spray!
I'm drenched!
Terrific!
heart does leap! Away, away!
A pocket of serenity in the midst of such chaos.
This room must be woven with powerful protective magic.
Lucky find.
Choice is never wisest. Away, away!
Stitch in time, eh, friends?
I've spotted something interesting. What's this? I found something. I've spotted something.
Hallowed be these crypts. Endeavor to worship or endeavor to depart.
Goddess, greetings, wanderer. What brings you to this house of the goddess during these troubled times?
A what? No, certainly not.
I serve Astarte, our great goddess. A bishop of the source am I, in life and in death. I ought to box your ears and tie your black tongue. A source hunter, you say? And what does your mission entail exactly? Chasing down the ill and wounded, healed by source and executing them?
That's impossible.
Absurd. Our Astarte is the great bringer of light, of order, of healing. No, I don't know what strange land you are from, wanderer, or why you've come to her temple to spread such lies and gossip, but I think it best if you take your blasphemy elsewhere. The goddess's home, of course, her house of worship. Here she'll return when she's finished her great work. Yes, when she returns, she'll rejoin her beloved and loving flock here in this very temple.
You want to fly? You want to wing? Just say the away we...
I prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
Soldier, soldier, burning bright, where will you go? The gold within cannot be reached.
My paths have all been mangled, breached. The gold within cannot be reached. Prepare to bask beneath the sun. For your freedom you have won. I'll send you now, hold fast your party. Goodbye, and blessed be Astarte. Soldier, soldier, but the gold with prepare.
The world is not immaculate as yet, friend.